Hello there everyone, I am Ignisco, aka Cyberfox, aka DJ, and in the 21st of May 2023, which is now a year old 2 weeks ago by the time I'm writing the script, I made my first Iceberg video on my cancelled Roblox game, and people watched it, I guess. But this time, I decided to make a new iceberg called the Modern Gen Z Trauma Iceberg. Basically, traumatizing moments in Gen Z culture from 2015 to present. So that means nothing from Raymondo's Gen Z childhood trauma iceberg. If you're in the elderly, I will briefly explain what an iceberg is. An iceberg video is a series of videos going through the most known sources to the most obscure we go down. Last thing, the series will be split in different parts, simply cause I am as lazy as Garfield. This iceberg was made by my friend Darkraknus. Please subscribe to him and give him support. With all this gibberish out the way, let's get into it. Also 86.3% of you are not subscribed, so please subscribe, it's free. I know, shameless plugin. Also, I have a Discord server. Don't Make a Sound Pizza Tower level starts out as an innocent looking level when the title card appears, but when you play the level, it's something that came straight from a horror game. The goal of the level is to, well, as the level's name suggests you to do, if you manage to make a sound, the top-end monsters will chase you. If they manage to get you, you'll be greeted with either a silly or creepy jump scare from these goobers. Uruarishia was a hololive VTuber that had lots of followers and enjoyable streams when she was still Rishia. Somewhere around 2021, Rishia was exposed to have been dating another individual, although of same age. After being exposed of having to have dated someone, she was also accused for harassment, leading Cover to have no other choice but to terminate her. Uh-oh, bad decision, Rishia. Unicorn Wars is a 2022 Spanish-French adult animated war movie directed and written by Alberto Vazquez. The plot is set against the backdrop of a conflict between the unicorns and Care Bears, following two bear siblings deployed in a military mission to a magical forest populated by wild unicorns. This movie is not for the iPad kids. Now, in preparation for this video, I was gonna watch the movie, but I wasn't gonna rent the movie on something like Prime Video, and the pirated websites I found for the movie ended up being a virus. But if you guys want to learn more about this one, check out Saberfart's video on it. Analog horror is a subgenre on horror of web series that takes inspiration from the found footage movie genre. Some examples of this are Marble Hornets, Snow Through Roads, Mandela Catalog, Boys Fur, Lazy's Games, and what I would say is the most popular is The Backrooms by King Pixels, based on the post from, that website, which is also apparently going to get a movie by A24. Some of these analog horrors can range from really good and kind of unsettling to, what the hell is going on? Next bots are entities that originate from the 2006 sandbox game Gmod. They're PNG images of, let's say, a meme or a spoopy face that if they touch you, then you die. These things went mad viral in mid to late 2022. They were clogging up the Gmod workshop. They were big Roblox games made out of them. However, in somewhere around last year, they were slowly becoming more irrelevant. Siren Head is a popular internet urban legend created by American horror artist Trevor Henderson. Okay, so, do any of you remember this niche obscure creepypasta called, Slender Man? Basically, think of him as the 2020 equivalent to Slender Man. He was probably more everywhere than the spiky bull things. However, just like the next bots, fast forward to 2024, I feel like Siren Head became obscure, and honestly, I will say, Trevor Henderson was a really talented guy. Hell, One of my characters was inspired by his work. Go support him. Verbalace 50k animation refers to an animated music video by beatbox YouTuber Verbalace, who's known for the series Cartoon Beatbox Battles, which you may recognize from this clip. And it involves him being chased by Charlie Morningstar from the Prime Video animated musical cartoon Hazbin Hotel, specifically the pilot version of the character, with the song Hide Away by Synapson playing. This video was literal softcore. I don't know how to say it. Let's just refer it to Korn, as in the nu metal band. And this video costed $50,000, all for some cartoon demon sugar. But that isn't all, cause while making this video, he made another video, this time about Roxanne Wolf from FNAF Security Breach. Though at least this video isn't as sexual as the Charlie one. Verb, stop grinding the fictional woman or this video will be extremely long! Yellowface's execution is a scene from the 9th episode of the object show BFDI, specifically BFDI-A, its second season. The episode is called Catch Your Hands. And in this episode, Yellowface gets eliminated, and while he gets eliminated, Purpleface steals all of his win tokens and start having beef with each other, while the Puffball speaker box closes the door. Looks like the Yellowface and Purpleface beef will so the Kendrick and Drake beef can run. Am I right? But anyways, after the long beef, they both end up dying alive by acid, and the screaming is rather unsettling.
Why is this locked? Let me out! It's so painful!
Can I have a win token, dear comrade Yellowface?
No!
What the penny? Why not?
Because these are all for me! And also, because you're pink, which is not as bad as purple, but still worse than yellow.
And then on episode 13, he got recovered. Despite of course being recovered later on in the show, the death was kind of unsettling still. Liminal spaces are transitional or transformative spaces, specifically images of abandoned but yet nostalgic places. Some of these liminal spaces either look really strange, like something you might find in a dream from childhood, or like I said, abandoned places from your childhood. The scariest part about this is it adds loneliness because there is no one there anymore. Like imagine being no-clipped to an abandoned playhouse from your childhood that used to be packed with people, but something is more off than Drake still being played on radio after the allegations.
Come on, little unicorn, let's tootsie slide all over the slide.
And finally, we end layer 1 with Twitter, or X, or Tantrumland as I like to call it. Honestly, do I need to explain this one, unless if you're 4 years old? Tantrumland is a social media platform known for always getting cancelled and whining over the goofiest things. Also, this platform is owned by the guy from Iron Man 2. We all thought he was Iron Man, but reality he is the real Dr. Doom. Remember when we all thought this guy was awesome? We all thought that Melon Husk Dr. Doom was a cool guy. Also a bit off track, but that Tantrumland cartoon pilot was also really terrible. And this is the part where I would have ranted on it, but that would be a different video, and this video is about modern trauma, not an anti-woke Tantrumland cartoon.
And thank God for Elon Musk and his shitpost memes.
Gushing Over Magical Girls is a controversial manga/anime that revolves around the MC getting all spicy in a bad way towards magical girls by getting them into certain situations, physically abusing them for Arosa and for her own desire. Personally, I'm not really into this series as it is just not okay to watch because of the elements included. The manga is on hiatus because the author is failing health. It was also considered seepy,
As in Club Penguin.
to this one review site. Although it had no signs to it in the source material, it's removed from the site because of what it was considered. MLP jar refers to a series of viral 4chan threads by an anonymous user from the MLP subthreads, in which he shared photographs of a Rainbow Dash figurine in a jar that was covered in... I refuse to say that word. Milk! It was milk! Cow milk! The project became very infamous because of its degeneracy. In following years, it became a popular reference in social media, with some users recreating the project by making their own versions, but with different characters. And the worst part is that this isn't even the most disgusting entry on the Iceberg. Dormitabus 2018 is a FNAF fan game that was originally uploaded by Nischi/Blackout9012. The game was well known for its unique mechanics, characters, and the lore. Yeah, the lore. The lore is what got Dormitabus 2018 a lot of talk about the game. In the third tape, Garvey Wright, the main antagonist of the game, mentioned something about doing... I ain't saying any it. Because having something like that in a FNAF fan game is like drinking orange juice after brushing your teeth. It's nasty. Around 2020, Blackout got exposed for adding 18 plus content in Dormitabus 2018 for being an
Absolute edgelord!
Not to mention at the time, Blackout was 16! Luckily, there's a remastered version of the game that has removed all inappropriate content from the game. Good riddance, Blackout needed help anyways. Good thing that he's not on the internet anymore. And the remaster has very much handled the lore better. iShowSpeed firework incident refers to a live stream by famous Twitch streamer and rapper iShowSpeed. The stream is about him lighting up a Pikachu firework in his goddamn bedroom! Okay, this is a red flag. Lighting up a firework indoors is like playing with guns. His room ended up on fire and it had the firefighters involved in the stream.
Well, that's just a good moment to kill.
People say that he done it accidentally, but to me, he knew exactly what he was doing. Moral of the entry, don't light up fireworks indoors.
Pikachu, you wonderful!
Koshi Komiji is one of the various characters from the Toho project, liked by many fans of the project. However, something about her creeps people out. Her own disturbing spin-off series, Her Last Word, and what people have done to her. Honestly, she's cool and all, but have you seen her spin-off series? It's that messed up, and I refuse to check it out because I've heard that almost everyone dies in it. PIB2 Wolf is a major antagonist in Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish that goes around chasing the main character of the movie. He is first seen when Puss is at a bar getting a drink. The wolf howls say that he is a quote big fan of him and gives him a paper to sign, which was later revealed to be a wanted poster while the wolf was pointing to the word dead. A fight occurs, only resulting in Puss running away in fear as the wolf intimidates him like he's the last slice of pizza in the fridge. He also looks like Malphel from Diablo 3. Not sorry. Yandere Simulator / Yandere Dev is basically a double entry. Yandere Simulator is a game created by Yandere Dev, and it might be one of the worst games of all time. The game consists of messy and incoherent gameplay, questionable features, free models, and some absolute goofy glitches. And the funniest part is that the game has been in testing for like over 10 years, so it has never been properly released, and the creator Yandere Dev is just as bad as his own game. He has built up a reputation of being an absolute lolcow, and he tried grooming a 16-year-old when he's 35. He then made a quote apology from this, which just like other various mortals, Yandere Dev just put in more salt in the wound. I could go longer on this entry, but I'm not going to because a lot of it can be turned into a whole 3 hours documentary. Anchor Zone is an animated music video by 18+ artist Zone Tan. The video is about Anchor from the Animal Crossing franchise playing Pong with the villager. Do I have to repeat myself? The joke and punchline is that it's from Pong, with the song Camel by Camel playing. This video is not for kids at all, but unfortunately it ended up becoming a trend amongst younger generations. The dances would become viral on places like TikTok, where actual children imitate the dance in the video. You would also have those dreadful Elsa Gate videos about the meme. I mean, why does people get so down bad over a regular cat villager from Animal Crossing? 1000 yard stare refers to an image that gets sent around of a soldier staring solely at the screen. Believe it or not, this image originates as a painting by famous artist Tom Lee, who served as a correspondent in World War II. The picture consists of a man named Theodore James Miller, who was an American Marine that fought in the Battle of Inverduck. However, in recent years, this painting has become a meme where people would end up copying and pasting it while Everlong by Foo Fighters plays in the background. Unfortunately though, Miller died at a month after the picture was taken. May he rest in peace. 9S death is a major scene in endings A and B from Nier Automata. 9S is the huge protagonist of the game, and the character specializes in helping 2B, and helping in taking down the machines in the war that is occurring in game. However, at the end of routes A and B, after defeating Eve, 9S is later infected by the angered machine and was about to go bad. The only option that 2B had was to kill him. She then got her hands around his neck, choking him to death until taking his final breath. This left 2B in tears after 9S had his last breath, but sometime later, 9S backed up his data in a machine, meaning that he managed to survive those virus that Eve sent to him. It's still a saddening scene in Nier Automata. And that's all for part 1. This video has been in production since April, and the reason is simply because of that. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as me working on it. This video went to many stages, like it was originally going to be called Modern Gen Z Trauma Iceberg, like I said in the start, but was renamed to Modern Trauma. Since Gen Z is almost now adults, and some of these entries being more Gen Alpha Trauma than Z, if this video gets successful, I will do a part 2. And this time more sooner than this video. I can't say for sure since I will very soon return to college after an entire year. So if you want me to continue this series, subscribe, like, share this video, you get the gist. In the meantime, I'm Ignis Gold. See you in the next video.